Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silverstacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 15th day of October, 2021, I'd like to welcome you to join me at J Bullion so we can look at the live spot prices. Looks like gold is down 14.72 to 17.88.94. Silver's down 18 cents to 23.40. Platinum down $1.71 to 10.67.50, and palladium is up $4.10 to 21.74.50. Now our next stop today here is the United States Mint, and basically what I got for you today is a stream of consciousness video. So when I see a particular product, I'm going to let you know what I think about it. And there's a lot of stuff going on, and I have done some research. So this American Innovation $1 coin is definitely unavailable. It could come back up for sale, but it's highly unlikely considering the challenges that the Mint is facing right now with shortages in personnel, shortages in running equipment because they can't get the equipment functioning properly because let's face it, they're running at full speed. And when you run at full speed, there increases the likelihood that things will break down, parts will get broken, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of exciting, right? And then there's the shipping issues, right? So there's slow shipping from the United States Post Office. There's slow shipping out of Memphis, Tennessee, and there might even be another fulfillment center out of Tennessee by Murfreesboro or somewhere near in the central part of the state that is also compensating for the Memphis, Tennessee location as well. But honestly, I think that the United States Mint, honestly, going forward here from the rest of this year, from October, November, December, and even into January, should focusing on shipping and packaging. And what I mean by packaging, I mean the clamshells, right? We all know about that. And if you do get a Mint survey, please tell them to improve the quality of the boxes that the coins come in, because that would be huge. Now, I'm going to move on here to the next item that we're going to come across here. And that would be, bam, there they are. That was the February 8th release of the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site quarter. Blue Ridge Silverhound released a video the other day about an error on this particular coin. And there's the quarter. It's a beauty. Look at that. Well, this particular error is a strike-through error, or die chip. I can't remember, but it's right on the tower. And it looks like the tower is engulfed in flames right at the top, and the smoke and the fire is billowing off to the, I guess I want to say, eastern position, or the 3 o'clock or maybe 2 o'clock position. But that is incredible. And you'll find lots of die chips on the wings, on the tails, on the control tower, and even on the goggles up here. So there's a lot of errors for this particular quarter this year. However, the ones that make the most money are the ones that have positions that make it look incredible, like a dramatic scene, right? Like the control towers on fire, or the Washington crossing the Delaware quarter that has Washington wearing a crown, right? So it's kind of ironic because he's our first president. He didn't like the whole crown, didn't want to be a king, and yet our money crowned him in 2021. So that's kind of interesting. Now, can I keep moving here? Looks like the American Eagle comes to mind. And if you haven't particularly had some luck picking this one up in the earlier part of the year, and you didn't or weren't able to pick one up in the 2021 limited edition silver proof set, well, you might have luck this morning because it does come out in about maybe 45 minutes, possibly. 7:30 a.m. Eastern time is usually when it does come out, if it does come out at all. So people have been scoring that one in the last couple days. So keep an eye out for that. Now, the next one here is the silver proof set, and we had been following the mintage of this for a while, but it looks like, and the sales rather, in addition to that. And it doesn't look like this one's going to be a scarce, or I don't want to say a low overall mintage, or sales. It's I think the beauty of this set is those 2 quarters. And that's about where it ends, I think, in my opinion. Now, going to move on to the next ones. Now, look at this. This is the Morgan dollars, right? And it would be really nice if the United States Mint was a little bit more communicative with what's going on with their shipping, because we know that when we did purchase these on May 24, that when we put it into the cart, there was like a red notification before you went to checkout that said these will be shipped on October 14. Now, we know that October 14 has come and gone. That was yesterday, and we haven't heard or seen from the Mint about that October 14 release. Now, we did mention yesterday in our video that I had heard from somebody that the new release date or shipment date will be on October 17th, which is in about 2 or 3 short days from now. But we'll see. That could be, just I don't want to say misinformation or disinformation, but we could be wrong about that, right? So moving on to the next one. This is the American Innovation from New Hampshire. I want to show you what I came across on eBay about this particular coin. Now, it is in regards to the 100 coin bag for $117.50 out of Denver. And look at this. This sold on what, 2 days ago, on October 13th. It says $475 best offer accepted with $460 on shipping. So yeah, that's quite incredible. That's really incredible. That's what, 3 times your money. Very incredible. Now let's go back to the United States Mint webpage, and we know that not the Air Force medal, but we know that the Coast Guard medal is gone. And now getting on to another American Innovation coin. This one sold all of the inventory that they had, and it went onto a remind me status fairly quickly, but they added a bunch of rolls. And I think that's what's happening today, because if you go to the American Innovation coin that just dropped a couple days ago, and that was the North Carolina coin, it is currently, I'm going to go ahead and show you here if I can find it. So here we go. This is the American Innovation coin, rolls and bags out of North Carolina. It did drop on, what was it? I apologize. I didn't have that in my, there it is, on October 12th, right? Today's the 15th. So if that dropped on the 12th and today's the 15th, and it's unavailable right now, that is incredible. Now, will they add more rolls and bags or rolls to this particular product? I believe yes. Now, they may not, because of all the limitations at the United States Mint, but the remind me is not a guarantee that it's sold out. Now, we know for a fact if we go back to the United States Mint webpage, we can find other ones that say remind me, right? Like the this one. This one says remind me, I think. It doesn't say sold out. But will we see it again? Probably not, I would think. But I tell you, that's the character, the behavior of the Mint this year. It's kind of erratic. It's kind of unpredictable. We're not really sure what's going to happen. Definitely paying attention to their behavior. Now, I heard also that the reverse proof set has been coming up for sale this morning. Not this morning in particular, but the last few mornings at 7:30. So you might want to pick that up, as well as the limited edition silver proof set. So lots of stuff going on, folks. The Morgans aren't shipping when they said they would. The North Carolina coin is unavailable. The Coast Guard medal's gone. The reverse proofs and the 2021 limited edition silver proof sets have been coming back. And then look at this. This is the Uncirculated Coin Set from 2021. This is really important. Now, I do believe that they're not going to be minting any more of these, even though it says there is no mintage limit and there is no product limit. And people have been getting these, and they are absolutely beautiful. A lot of good stuff here. In fact, Tiny Numismatics has done a video on this just yesterday, and he did an unboxing, and they were absolutely stunning coins. I believe he said that the Jefferson nickel had full steps on it, so that's remarkable. Now, we know from the United States Mint's cumulative data that this particular set has sold, I want to say 153,000 sets, right? 153,000 sets, and there's only, let's see how many left, 50,245, which puts us at between, I would say, 203 to 208,000 sets. Now, if you look at some of the mintages from the past uncirculated coin sets, we know that last year's 211, 788, or 787 was the lowest since 1959. Now, will this set be lower than last year's? It sure seems that way. And that would put us even before, I think, last year's set and right up there with the 1959 set. So the gifts keep on giving here at the United States Mint. And because of all the challenges that they're facing, they really are presenting opportunity for collectors, flippers, dealers, coin shop enthusiasts, and your local coin shop folks, as well as online retailers. I mean, this is just opportunity abound, no doubt about it. But you might have to wait to cash in on that, right? So there it is. I think that's the stream of consciousness video. I think I touched on all the issues, or at least not concerns or issues, but at least all the topics and points that I wanted to cover. Now I'd like to do my +1 today. And I'd like to go over here to the Google Docs, and it was something I came across, and I wanted to share it with you, right? So as a silversmith removes the impurities from silver, that gives him the precious metal he needs to ply his trade, right? Because we don't want our precious metals to be, impure or not 3 nines fine or 4 nines fine, right? So similarly, removing toxic people from your ecosystem in your life, right? You'll be able to see the world with goodness and maybe even a little bit of righteousness, right? So I have a friend, and this person is, well, they've told me that they work around childish and immature people and that they are toxic. And I'm like, gosh, that's terrible. I think that's awful that you work in a work environment like that. And I hope that it doesn't ruin your outlook at your work and create a weird, strange work environment. But more importantly, I hope that their actions, those toxic actions and feelings and words that these people might have that you say they're immature and egotistical or whatever, you know, look, if you remove them, you'll be able to see the world in a much better light because let's face it, you start hanging around certain people that feel that vibe, you're going to start picking up on that vibe. And that's how it works, folks. Just got to remove yourself from that toxic or help that person turn it around and take off those toxic blinders. Because you know what? I mean, it just depends. You can make yourself sad. You can make yourself happy. It just depends on your perspective, right? So there it is, folks. That's my +1 today. I didn't mean to talk your ear off, but I definitely had to get that message across to you. Anyway, love y'all, folks. I want to thank y'all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.